Never really know. Okay, well, and then the light comes on. Yes, okay. So it looks like I'm live. Hello, I'm Kirsten Peck. Thanks for coming. This is my homeroom for success. I am hosting something called the Smart Start Challenge. And every day at 3 o'clock here in Florida, I am meeting for about 15 minutes to share some ideas about ways to be smarter and have a better life. I teach freshman English, usually at high school, and I have learned over the years that there's skills that have been missed and things that students need to hear. And so I put together this 31-day challenge over the summer. I've been working on this for a long time, years. And I finally decided this summer that I was going to sit down and put all of the hours of training that I've been sitting through and all of the hours and years that I've been teaching, all of that into my challenge for teenagers. Because I want to challenge you to get the best start on your future. It starts the minute you decide that you want to take control of your life, of what you want out of life, of where you want to go, of how you want to live, of where you want to live, what you want to do. So parents, I know this might be a little shaky for you because they're still your kids. And yes, I know they are, and that's not my point. My point is that students need to realize when they're young, 13, 14, 15, that the decisions they're making right now are very important for your future. And I've worked with students that are 20, 21 years old at the end of the high school game and aging out. And they've said to me, I wish I heard you 5 years ago because I needed to get it together. And so I've decided to take some of that words of advice from some of my favorite students and work on this project for the summer. And now working on it, I can't believe we're already till November, and I'm still trying to get this to the printer. So I just have a few minutes here. I wanted to stop and talk and introduce myself and kind of explain what's going on and encourage people to join me in the challenge. Okay. So yesterday, a big part of the challenge and of what I'm trying to accomplish here is not only changing individual students' lives, but ultimately making the world a better place. And so I have a social project in the challenge that everyone is working on. And part of that is about breaking down some barriers and getting past some hurdles of things that need to change. And I study history, and one of the things that I love about history is that it repeats itself, and that when you study it and when you think critically about what happened during history and who was involved and how they reacted and what happened because of their decisions, it's so interesting to me to then kind of apply that to life today and see how to adjust and make things better, because history repeats itself. So yesterday I was talking about Martin Luther and starting the Enlightenment revolution of thinking that happened back in the 1500s and then proceeded through the 1600s and the 1700s and basically led to the birth of America, because we decided, or our forefathers decided, that they wanted to take control of their own destiny, and that was one of man's rights, that we should be able to control our destiny. And so with that history from yesterday, and it got me really thinking about that and how it relates to the idea of democracy, because here we are today, it's election eve. It's a Monday night before the election on Tuesday. And it's funny. It's almost like the night before a big graduation, or the night before a big party, or a night before a wedding, or it's like the night before something major is going to happen tomorrow. And I'm nervous about it, and I'm excited about it. And I'm a political nerd and I'm a history nerd. And so I'm all following it all the time. Or I'm trying not to. That's why I'm working on my handbook. So my point being was that part of this enlightenment of ideas and thinking that happened back in those days of starting with Martin Luther in 1517, but then moving forward, that there was a philosopher, a French philosopher named Voltaire. And one of the statements that Voltaire made that I believe to the depths of my core is that I may not agree with your opinion, but I will defend your right to have your opinion to my death. And that's just such a pinnacle moment here, a pinnacle moment, rather, pinnacle, up at the highest point, a pinnacle, that we're at this point of the election and we'll see tomorrow who's going to win, or in the coming days, who's going to win or what's going to happen. But that our principles are based on that idea. And with that comes respect and honesty and truth and integrity and lots of values. So as you can tell, these things are important to me. I tend to get a little choked up talking about stuff like this sometimes. But it's important to recognize it and honor it. So tonight on election night, I'm thinking of Voltaire and the right to have an opinion, whatever it is. So that I think is really important. So I'm here, and what I'm doing is helping students form their opinions, helping them research information to back up your opinion so that it's not just hot air, that you need to have facts and you need to have certain ways to support your opinion, which are all things that we talk about typically in an English classroom, or at least I do in my English classroom, but that I want to bring that to students and really kind of put it out as being very straightforward. Here's what it is. And if you have an opinion, that's great. You need to be able to back it up with something. And so let's talk about how to back it up. And I respect you for having your opinion, and you can have it. And I expect, or I demand, the same respect back for me and my opinions. And that I think is a big part of what we all need to practice doing. So that's part of the Smart Start Challenge, is working on some skills that we all need to practice. So how my time? A couple more minutes. I really just wanted to kind of reach out every day and sort of let people know that we're here. My fan here sees my magic wand. Yes, here's the magic wand. Back from the days of school in the attention, please. But the truth is, you can, like the magic wand, I believe, you can make your dreams come true when you know how to do it by making a plan and getting your resources together and working through your timing and working through any challenges that come your way. So that's what the challenge is about: testing yourself, learning more about yourself, and really getting that smart start on your future. So I'm Kirsten Peck. This is my Homeroom for Success. And I invite you over to my website. It's at askmisspeck.com. There's tickets over there that you can get for your specific time of coaching. This is not only the challenge you can do on your own, but I'm encouraging people to work with me on personal coaching on it. So I'm sort of transitioning from the classroom teacher to more of a growth mindset coach. That's more of the direction that I'm kind of going. And we're kind of thinking about it as like a sports competition here, because it's training. So you really are training your brain and how to get it to work at peak performance. So fun stuff here at my homeroom. I'm here every day at 3:00, and I'll be here tomorrow. So see you then. Thanks. Take care. Send me a message and get in the challenge. Okay. Bye.